Alright guys, so this is day 2. Already got the bed off and everything. Got the bumper off. You know, so you don't have a harder time putting it back on and taking it off. Got the tailgate off and everything. So right here on the truck, what I'm looking at, the exhaust might be in the way a little bit. So I'm still undecided if we're going to cut it or not. Got to clean up the frame, put it back inside, take the wheels off, mock up the notch, start welding. Put the inside part, weld the insides. Get it all nice and painted, slap the wheels back on, and basically the reverse thing, put the bed back on and everything. But I don't know, because he is supposed to go down 2 more inches, so I'll probably measure right now and see if the exhaust won't be in the way. It's pretty high right here, but I mean it could be higher. Oh, and then we also got to trim that middle piece right here on the bed. Whenever we do the underbed notches, this is the only thing that gets cut, this little bar right here. So yeah, the cable popped off again this morning when I took the truck out, so I had to get under there and put the hoe back in there. But now we're gonna take this truck back inside, clean up the frame, and start mocking everything up and weld it. I think it has a sticker right here. Alright guys, so I just got back from O'Reilly's. Had to go pick up some acetone and some rust enamel paint. The whole reason why we do this is after we do the notch, you know, paint it so it doesn't get rusted. So what you want to do is clean the frame, you know, clean it really good, front, back, and the bottom, you know, because that grease, it's flammable. It catches fire whenever you're welding. And the acetone, well, I got it, you know, so I can, even after I do the pass with the wire wheel, whatever, I could clean up the frame a little bit better. Just have it nice and prepped. As far as the wire wheels, I have tried different ones. This one I've been having for a couple of years. It's just that I had it in a bag and I didn't even know I had it. There's some that are like, kind of look like trenzas, you know, the wires are kind of like all like this together, and there's a bunch of them. Those are really aggressive. I've actually gotten my shirt caught on one of those, and it's not nice, and some pants. So watch out with those, because they will come for your balls. And always be careful whenever you're using a grinder. Highly recommend some good safety glasses, face shield, even a little welding cap so you don't get shit in your hair. No loose clothing, because you know the grinder can catch it and you can have a good accident with that. So the same thing on the passenger side, you know, clean it up real good, inside and out. And then right now I'm gonna go over it with the acetone and start mocking up the notch, and just weld it. And then the fun part is gonna be cutting the centerpiece out. Usually with that, what I do, I hit it with the grinder and then let the saw take care of the rest of the stuff. But yeah, it is a process. It usually takes about, you know, just depending how good you are or how into detail you want to go about it. It'll be a 4 to 6 hour job, you know, 2 of you are tackling it together. You can knock it out in 3-4 hours, whatever. But if you're doing it by yourself, yeah, 6 to 8 hours. You know, if you want to do it right. If you just want to throw it on there, well, you know, you wouldn't even do none of this stuff. And then you would just have nice cacahuates. So yeah. Let me get started, clean it all up, and start mocking up the notch and just weld it on there. Alright, so I just got done cleaning up the notch. What you want to do, you want to like hit it slightly with a tiger disc and make sure your edges are nice and smooth. And some of this coating, take it off, you know, not all of it, but just make sure, you know, this shit is still straight. That way whenever you do start, you know, welding the notch, you have it like this. And then this long part goes on top, and these would be the corners that go here. You're basically building a puzzle. So you just want to have, you know, nice clean edges, whatever, so you can get some good welds on there. And just mock it up. What we usually do, we basically stand them up like that, put on a table or whatever, you know, do this, weld it, do the other piece, and then just box it in and throw it on the truck, and then start welding it. Once it's fully welded, well, you cut the inside of the frame out, and this bigger piece would be that, and then these right here would be your sides, and then that's it. You just fully weld it. and it's way better than a bolt-on notch. Your frame isn't gonna bend or break or anything as long as it's welded nicely. And by a tiger disc, I mean this. This is what we call a tiger disc. Looks like little pieces of sandpaper piled up on top of each other. Alright guys, so the notch is done. Fully welded. Boom, boom. I had to cut the exhaust because I had to get on the other side and cut the frame, those frame pieces. Just want to clarify on the beds. They tell you that they have to cut the bed. That's the only thing that gets cut. It's like one of these big ass bars. That's the only thing that gets cut. The reason you cut it is because like literally the notch sits flush here, and then the differential could probably hit here if this thing was still here. So yeah, that's it. All I'm gonna do right now is slap the bed on, put the bumper, the tailgate, bolt everything back up, hook up the wires. Please guys, don't forget to hook up the wires because you're gonna be rolling around with no lights, no brake lights, no turning lights, nothing. And also don't forget to put your little bolts for the gas tank back. They're T27s, and then right here you have a little clip, and that's it guys. Boom, we're done.